She was a very good actor. And she still has continued to improve. Never liked to go to school. I mean, the way the tears used to come up and maa ka dil, aap socho. Never. The moment everything was right, she would allow me to wear the uniform and everything. But 5 minutes before leaving, stomach is paining. And the tears that used to come, and like she's the smallest and all that. I used to look at him. Jane de usko school. You know, sometimes they have that separation from mom or anything like that. She never used to like the environment. It's not. But the moment the school gate is to come, go.
I still look at mama.
No entering the gate also. Don't enter the gate.
He's going for it. It's a 6.
Cricket means a lot to me, and today whatever I am, one of the main reasons is because of cricket. And you know, I never want to lose that joy of going out there, stepping on the field, of me holding the bat in the hand, me middling the ball, or me going there out on the field to play for my country.
Every cricketer's story starts with a plastic bat, right?
Yeah.
Yours as well?
Mine too. So my grandfather gifted me a plastic bat I think when I was three or four, something like that. I used to play with my friends my grandfather's house. So there was a chawl. They used to stay in a chawl. So just outside the chawl, I used to play with my friends over there. And I still remember my first bowling action was this. I used to go and I used to bowl like that. I was like the cheater cock kind of a person and very bad person.
Why?
It's not very bad. I used to fight a lot, especially with my brothers, especially when I used to come for cricket. So, you know, I'm the only girl at home, the smallest. So I used to get the most lad at home from Mama, Dada. And Dada used to listen. I could patav Dada like that, you know. We were staying in Bhandup. There were no facilities. So we shifted from Bhandup to Bandra when I was around 7 or 8 years old. So then we have a pastor at our church. So his daughter used to play hockey. So he gave me a hockey stick. He said, you also go play hockey with her. So that's how it all began. So I started doing well in hockey, and then after a few years, I got selected for Maharashtra under 19 Maharashtra under 17 when I was around 11 years old. And then next year, Mumbai became a standalone state. So then I started playing for Mumbai under 19. But then there came a certain point where I was doing well at both cricket and hockey. And I'd reached a higher stage first in hockey. Like, I'd got selected for Mumbai, Maharashtra in hockey before cricket. So my dad and mom were like, okay, she's going to pursue hockey as a career and all that. But so happened the next year, I started doing well in cricket too. I played state and I started playing zonals and all that. So it was like a very tough decision for me at that time. And I love both the sports. So my dad once took me aside and like, you have to decide because both are clashing. And cricket and hockey are like, you know, two opposites. Like, they are like kind of like enemies, rivals type, because cricket does, you know, a lot of money and, you know, they get a lot of facilities which in hockey we don't get. I remember the first time I was going to Chhattisgarh. It was, I mean, almost around a 26 hour train journey. We had 4 tickets. On 4 tickets, 18 of us were sitting in a second class dabba. And we had our kit bags. There was a big goalkeeper's kit. So, like, how we struggled over there. Then when we went over there, we used to, you know, stay in classrooms. Like, all 18 of us in one small classroom. And I remember the toilets over there was, like, the worst. So, you know, there's a men's urinal. So, over there was a pipe coming out. From there, we had to wash our face and all that. So, it was that bad, hockey. So, those are the struggles we had in hockey. But all of us used to just do it. Even my friends, we used to just do it just because we loved the sport. And we, like, pursued hockey. So it was like that. So I used to like either cricket or hockey. So I cried at that time because I wanted to play both. I really wanted to play both. But then finally, because at that moment I had got selected in cricket, means at a higher stage than hockey. So then I stuck to cricket and went ahead with cricket.
You score a ton of runs in junior cricket, and suddenly at the under-19 level you said, hang on, where are the runs?
That was one of the toughest phases in my life. I didn't know what was happening. Like, I was going out there, I was giving my best, you know, trying each and every match, but things were just not working out. At that moment, actually, I wanted to give up. Then my mom and dad were there. They were the ones who supported me at that time the most. They were like, my mom said this, like, it doesn't matter how much ever you score. that doesn't define you as a cricketer, as a player. We know that you are the best, and that's what's most important. Also, this one scripture from the Bible like really motivated me to, go ahead. It was in Jeremiah 29:11. So it says, God says, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future."
In your own head, when did you feel, look, I could be an India player or I want to be an India player?
That feeling actually came a little later. First, I used to play just because it was like a hobby or I used to have fun. When I got selected for Mumbai Under-19 and I played my first match and all that, I played a tournament. After the tournament, I came back home and like, no, I need to work upon my batting. And that's the time where, playing for India got like really serious for me. Till then, I always Dad used to talk, yeah, you'll play for India one day. I'm like, I'll play for India one day, like that. Whenever I used to go to a theatre to watch a movie, always before that, there's a national anthem. So whenever I used to stand for the national anthem, I used to always imagine myself in the India blue, standing with the Indian team out there and singing the national anthem.
God's plan was also to see a 17-year-old make a debut and play with someone who'd already played for India for 18 years.
Like my dad had got a call that Jemimah's got selected for India. Tears just started rolling down his eyes. I still remember that moment. I actually wasn't that emotional, but just seeing that, that joy in my mom and dad's eyes, those tears in their eyes, made me even more emotional than when I started crying. Because it has been my dad's dream to play for India, but he never got the support. To see me fulfilling his dream was like the biggest joy he could ever had. Means he would have never even imagined somewhere down the line, 25 years later, his daughter would be playing for India. I mean, that's the biggest pride I think a father can have. And even today, I can see it in his eyes. Moment in South Africa, I got my debut cap and I was out there on the field in the India jersey. Oh God, I cannot explain that moment. Like, that is the biggest moment in my life. So I stood there. My dad had also come. I stood there and I literally got goosebumps over there. Because that moment, I was thinking, am I in the theatre still or am I still out here in South Africa and Potchefstroom?
He doesn't seem like a Khadoos coach. Was he?
Then you've got him wrong.
Why?
No, my dad is, the Dangal story, na?
Oh.
Similar to that. Very similar to that. When it comes to practice, he's still very particular about practice. And yeah, I told you, if it wouldn't be for his persistence, like, I wouldn't be here today. Sometimes it gets kind of annoying, but, I was having this conversation with my mom. If it wasn't for my dad, being like, after me sitting on my head, come for practice, I wouldn't have, developed my game so much or reached where I am today, like so fast.
For anyone who doesn't know you as the cricketer, may not be able to imagine that when you hit the ball, it really races through. How do you generate so much power?
It's two things. One is fitness and I had worked on my batting also. So I'll start with my batting first. So when I was, I used to play this under-19, my second match I think. First match I had not got batting. Second or third match I had got batting. And I had scored 81 not out in, I took a lot of balls, like 120 balls or something. I scored 81 not out. But I played till the end. And in that, I remember I just had one boundary. And then after that, I started working with my dad on my bat speed. Because I'm not someone who's naturally muscular, strong or something. So I started working on my bat swing and I am a timer of the ball. So I don't hit the ball too hard. So that's the reason I started developing a good bat speed and that's how I started working on my batting.
But it takes some ability and strength to hit a double 100, to be India's youngest double centurion.
My dad used to always give me these big targets, okay? When I just got selected, 100 was the target. So after a few years, it was double 100. But that year, actually, it was a triple century, he is the man who thinks big. And the moment, this had happened after the 2017 World Cup, where, women's cricket had just come in the limelight. So the moment I got my phone from the managers, my phone was non-stop. It was ringing. All these media people, journalists, everybody calling me. And no, we want to take an interview, this and that. And I was so shocked. I was like, this has never ever happened in women's cricket. Nobody even bothers to see a match somewhere in Maharashtra, in some corner of Maharashtra. And now I'm getting all these kind of calls.
This innocent-looking girl has had to go through so much for 15 minutes of batting. And she thinks you're a Khadu's coach. Bapu Hanikarak from
Did
Dangal.
Jemimah tell that?
I'm gone now.
I don't think I am Khadus. I was strict. Yes. At that age, my focus was the boys.
Yeah.
And Jemimah was too small. And they had to go for a selection. She did not have to go for a selection. Okay, but I required fielders to field. So she used to come field for nearly 2-3 hours. उसके लिए उसको 15 minutes का batting मिलता था. So that is why today you see she is recognized as one of the best fielder.
She plucks mangoes on the boundary. But did you, as a coach, feel that you had to keep the father out?
This is a difficult question too. When I am coaching her, I am a coach. Okay. But when I am off the field, I am a mentor. So I was taking a cricket practice and her leg was not moving towards the pitch of the ball. So I lost my temper. I just took that season ball and threw at her. Okay. I did not mean to hurt her. She had won the pads, so I aimed at her pads only. She did not get hurt. But that was it. Then after that, she used to cry bitterly.
Actually,
Okay.
I was this kid, I used to, like, the moment Dada used to, my brothers used to get fatkas. I remember once, I think Enoch lost a bat or something like that. All three of us had gone there. So Enoch came in. Enoch came standing here. All three of us were standing, okay? I'm hiding behind Mama over there. And Dada shouted at Enoch. Dada beat Enoch. Dada beat Ellie. The moment Dada said, Jemimah, I started crying. So I used to never get beatings like that. The Dada's voice was only enough for me.
We used to play in the school. We used to play on the concrete ground with the hockey ball. And I used to give knockings, as you told me. I required massage. So she used to massage my hand.
Either me or Mama.
Or her mother. Okay? The boys would not massage. Because it used to literally pain me when I used to go to sleep. Okay? Now, that hockey ball does not swing at all. Okay? And in the state games, I saw that she was becoming out on the in-swing ball.
Dada had come home. Dada like, actually, it's not Jemimah's fault. She's getting out on in-swing. And continuously, I was getting out on in-swing, on swing bowling. Like, he was telling my mom, Lavita, her name is. Like, Lavita, actually, it's not Jemimah's fault also. I've never taught her to play in-swing. Then how can I, tell her that, okay, go play in-swing. So that was actually the main time that Dada had actually decided, as he said, he decided to go for a bowling machine. And even to go for a bowling machine at that time, we are not like that rich also. He took a loan just to get a bowling machine for me.
Which means that you had serious belief that she'd make it to the big league at that stage.
It's right from the childhood we were dreaming that she should play for the country, whether it's hockey or cricket. It did not matter. We only wanted her to play for the country.
My life is like a movie, like Chak De India, Kabir Khan does like that. So Dada like that means stay. Does this means go for it. So all these signs he used to do when I used to bat. And I make sure I have that eye-to-eye contact. Like even in South Africa, when we were playing, it was a big stadium and that match it was a double header, so there was a lot of crowd also that day. Dada's at the boundary line over there. I was batting, a lot of wind. In South Africa, you have to see the wind. So Dada's like, Abhi English mein how will I say? These guys will understand. So Dada's screaming from the boundary line, Jemimah, hawa dekh ke maar. And then next ball we hit with the wind, it went for a 6. When I was playing the Mumbai under-19, so our coach was there, his mentality was like the old school mentality. Go there, stay there, runs aayenge. But runs kaise aayenge if you just stay there? But that time I was not matured enough to understand. Whoever used to tell me, I used to listen to whatever anybody used to say. So I used to go there, I used to tuk and play. I used to play at the strike rate of around 20, 30, 40, like that. Dada's not like that. Dada's like you should dominate right from the first ball. It's in your range, go for it. So I remember then after that one match, Dada had come for my match, practice game against seniors. I was again playing the same way, tuk. Match with that match, Dada just walked up. I felt so bad, but I also knew that I'm going to get bamboo today. I went home. I went quietly. Dada, Jemimah, come here. He made me sit down in the corner. Like, I don't want you to play like that ever again. I want you to dominate no matter what. Like from the first ball. I was like, okay, then after that, he actually worked on my batting even more. Means he could also see the difference in Khar Gymkhana, I think, yeah. In Khar Gymkhana, he again started giving me knocking, made my brother feel. So he like, tables have turned. Because I don't know where would I be if he would have not changed my mindset at that time. Because now cricket has evolved so much that people every time look at your strike rate, they look at, like you should dominate and all that.
You seem to be in love with your own batting, right? Because in that follow through, you pause for 2 seconds. Are you admiring the shot, seeing the ball through, or is it for the camera saying, oh, picture le lo yaar?
Did Smriti tell you this?
I saw you batting.
Actually, saw me batting. Oh, yeah, I don't know when I developed that, but actually.
No, but
there
actually,
was-
let me tell you, I always tell her that grace has to come, that follow through, and that finish has to come.
Dada is always like, no matter how dominating and all, but your class should be seen. And in South Africa, I was batting with Smriti, the first ODI. I flicked a ball, okay, and that was the longer side of the ground. There was a long boundary there, and the outfield was not that quick also. I flicked and I'm staying in the shot only. Smriti came halfway. She ran halfway and she like, "Hey, Jemmy, kya photo ke liye khadi hai kya?" I like, shit, I ran full.
Bye, bye.
You see,
Cavs fan.
That's my personal rickshaw driver, Ellie.
The Rodrigues have more than 24 hours, no, in a day?
yes.
It was
And
Cricket,
Football, basketball, guitar, masti, coach, father,
studies, exams,
How?
good marks, full marks.
and food.
and food.
I was also a sports enthusiast, and my husband is known as a sports person. So sports was in our blood, you can say. Playing was a very essential part of their life right from the beginning. And they had to innovate games and play. So there was a table tennis without the table. So it would be on the ground.
We didn't have anything to play at home and our house is really small. So one field over there, one field over here, and someone used to bat. We used to take a chappal and one top out, direct on the walls out. So like that we used to play.
Yeah, and then if there was some special referee needed, okay, I was in the picture. So then my decision was final in that time. Once the cricket practice got serious, I used to get like, now I don't know, aaj kisko padegi. He was so strict.
Then
And
even that-
boys were also there, no? This one never got because she was having it in before only. I don't like hitting, but this serve was so difficult to handle.
this
Yeah, when cricket is on, he's no dad. So I said, don't hit, you don't come in between. Finish.
Yeah, then
देखो तू जाके बाहर बैठना इधर डिस्टर्ब नहीं करना है. I'm teaching them, they have to do. These are basics, it has to be done. पहले तो as a coach, afterwards he'll become a dad and then he'll आंसू भी पोंछते थे. आंसू बहाते भी थे और पोंछते भी थे.
yeah.
But what I used to do, all the pillows I used to gather, I used to sit on one side of the sofa, pad myself with all the pillows, only this much I can see. And then the moment he did mistake, I mean, don't. This was the story in the house. I wanted to be there, I did not want to be there. He was like that. And I am maybe more expressive in that way. So especially when she would never perform and all that, and immediately I knew that she will not tell anybody. So I used to talk it out and I said, no, don't keep anything inside. You have to let go. And one thing which I would always tell him to remember is, she's not doing anything purposely. She is a born cricketer or an athlete and she'll always shine. So certain times up down so hota hi hai. So
on that
just-
full toss ball when she became out, she knew that now he is going to blast. Because first I blasted her.
Yeah, actually,
I am the punching bag.
yeah.
If I see the game and see her becoming out, okay, by the time match gets over, I pacify myself, I cool down myself.
Lots of sacrifices.
Arey, vacation though, I forgot. All the families will go for vacation and माँ बेटी एक छोटा सा ऐसा चेहरा बनाकर from Virar we took the
We
train.
both are
early
like that
morning.
sad, sitting in
Both
the
are
train.
sad
like that.
because entire family is there and only we both. And I'm pacifying. Don't worry, baby. Everything afterwards we'll get big holidays. Na? We will go. 8 साल हो गए. Big holidays अभी भी आना है. Christmas का day. I remember when I was small in my family, Christmas time लगता था कि Christmas है. हमारे घर में 365 days are same.
First Christian family in the world to spend Christmas at a cricket ground, no?
True.
Her India debut must have been a very emotional day for both of you and the rest of the family.
Yes, we cried. We were in tears, all of us, as soon as we came to know.
When she was selected for the South Africa tour, the first game means Smithy became out early.
Next ball,
The
Harry
next
D.
ball, Harry D
zero.
became out on 0.
And we're
run
chasing
out.
160.
And 160 that was never chased
By India.
By India.
On a foreign soil. Okay, that was the highest score ever, and on a foreign soil, so they have never chased it. Okay, and Jemimah comes and scores a brisk
37.
37
Of 27.
of 27 balls.
And I had a partnership with Mithali Raj, 50 plus partnership.
60 it was.
60 years.
And India wins the game. And after everything was over, the sprinklers coming up there,
And just watering the ground.
His experience as dad.
Yeah.
and I don't know what happened to me. I just crying. Was it a reality or a dream? I could not believe. My daughter playing for India today. What I have dreamt in my childhood, my daughter did it for me. That's it.
I still believe she will play hockey for India. That's my faith.
Both, huh?
Both. I want her. I still wish she has to play both because she is good. I can even tell you all want the cup hockey, take her. The cup is coming. I am as a mother I can speak so much in faith.
इतना confidence मुझे भी नहीं.
Describe the Rodrigues story, the Rodrigues family.
The Rodrigues family.
Yeah?
I don't know what to say about it. We have all weird characters in our family, but this is, I think, the most entertaining family. I think, like, each of us has such different stories, different things, but when we come together and when we speak, it's the best time we could ever have together. So yeah.
And she's the heart of the family also, you can say. If she's not there, the noise is very less.
Is that a compliment?
Yeah.
You've terrorized bowlers all across. You've hit the top gear right from the word go. And you've got to do the same here.
Okay.
Okay? Lots of questions coming your
I'm
way.
under pressure right now.
There's a story behind your nickname in the Indian team.
There are many nicknames. They call me overacting. Smriti has saved my name as Ignore, as I told you. A few of them call me as Undir.
A film that makes you go really senti.
Dangal, yeah.
Your cheat day meal.
Nutella waffles.
Who gave you the best pep talk before your debut?
I think that would be Sachin sir. Before going to my debut, he asked me, "Are you nervous?" I said, "Yes, I am." And he was like, "You are nervous, that means you care about doing well over there. So just go out there and give your best."
One cricketer you'll always be in awe of.
Rohit Sharma. And you know, it was so sweet of him. On my birthday, he actually sent a video saying, wishing me happy birthday. Actually, Smriti had asked him to do that. For the first time, Smriti has been so sweet to me. No, I'm kidding. She's always sweet.
What's the longest you've gone without sleep?
It was the West Indies flight, 35 hours. Se zyada. Yeah. I didn't sleep only the whole flight.
But no masti on the flight?
I did that masti.
Only masti.
I only masti.
Between you and your brothers, who's troubled your mother the most?
My brothers.
One thing that you would tell 15-year-old Jemimah.
No matter what happens, just keep enjoying. Like cricket, why we started cricket is because you love playing the game. Because I don't want to take it as a pressure.
Your life ka funda.
हंसो जियो मुस्कुराओ क्या पता कल हो ना हो.
Hey, ladki filmi bhi hai. And you also have a Shahrukh Yadav in the team, I believe.
अरे शाहरुख भाई, yes.
कौन है वो?
पूनम यादव.
If you had to pick one favorite attacking player between Harry D and Smriti D,
अरे यार, captain or vice captain से how can I choose? I have to play the next tournament, you know, na?
30 to win the World Cup in the last over.
Harmanpreet Kaur.
Yeah? Bang, bang, bang.
Bang, bang, bang.
Do you ever dream of being India captain?
Yes, I do. Maybe somewhere in the future.
Will Jemmy the captain be as mischievous or serious? Focus.
I will be just the way I am, that's for sure. But you know, when I have to be focused, I'll be focused. When I have to be mischievous, I will be mischievous. But I don't want to change myself just because I've become a captain.
So that'll be the maddest Indian women's team ever, no?
Yeah.
When's your music concert with Devika Vaidya happening?
Very soon, whenever we meet.
Okay, you've done well. There's enough spice in your answers. How about we end it with something sweet?
Sure, me playing the guitar.
Bring up the guitar, ma'am.
Here we go. कुछ पाने की हो आस आस, कुछ अरमानों जो खास खास, आशाएं आशाएं, हर कोशिश में हो वार वार, हर दरिया हो तो आर पार, आशाएं आशाएं.
Awesome.